Welcome back to day 3 of exploring your nervous system with your breath. I'm so glad you made it back. If this is the first video you're joining, you may want to go back to the first video and start there. Today we'll be talking about the sympathetic nervous system. So in our last video, we got to touch into the parasympathetic nervous system using the vagus nerve. And today we're going to talk about what it's like to have sympathetic or rajasic energy activated in us. Now, it kind of gets a bad rap, like sympathetic activation means you've been triggered or you're stressed. But we actually do need sympathetic activation to motivate us. It's that spark that gets us going. And if that spark has been burning like a wildfire for way too long, and it's just absolutely defeated and gone right into that tamasic state of, perhaps depression, overwhelm, burnout, then you may need to use a little bit of conscious self-leadership for activating the sympathetic nervous system to get going. I know when I had been really burned out in a corporate job for years and years of overdoing, I would wake up in the morning and it just felt like, I can't do this. I can't do the day. I'm so tired. However, it was just burnt out, my spark. And so sometimes we need to relight our spark. I'll be honest, rest takes time and we need a lot more of it than we think we do, especially if we've been operating at an overstimulated pace for a long time. So one breath practice isn't going to rebalance your whole system. But I did want to share with you and show you how the breath is connected to your nervous system in both ways. Inhale is connected to the sympathetic or rajasic energy. And the exhale, as we learned in the last video, is connected to the parasympathetic. So let's begin in a kneeling position on our mat to feel that. If kneeling doesn't work for you for your knees or for any reason, you could sit in a chair or sit cross-legged. You could lay down if you wanted to. This is your practice and you can make it whatever you want it to be. That's really the beauty of yoga. So I'm going to sit back to my mat here and come into a kneeling position. Sitting on a block in a kneeling position can be really helpful as well, very supportive. I'll choose that today. And so to engage our sympathetic nervous system and just to feel into what that's like, we're going to rise our arms up with our inhale and hold the inhale. So 1 count may be enough for you. 1 count may be too much for you. 2 counts, same thing. So really listen to your body. It may create a little bit of fear of holding your breath. You may feel pressure in your chest, and that alone can kind of incite some fear, particularly if you have a stress pattern of holding your breath. So you get stressed if you hold your breath. Holding your breath in this exercise may actually signal to your nervous system that you're not safe. So that's why we're just going to try this on today, just to give you a little taste of how this works on the other side of things. Okay, wherever you're at with your breath cycle, take an inhale and let it all out. And we'll do this 3 times. Inhale, reach your arms up to the top of your inhale and hold. You start feeling any pressure in your chest, that's normal. When you feel ready, exhale down slowly. Try not to let it just all out at once. I know that can be tempting, especially learning something new, but see if you can guide your breath out. You could purse your lips like through a straw, like you're going to sip through a straw and blow the air out. That will help you slow down your exhale too. Okay, let's do it 2 more times together. Inhale, reach up. Fill your whole body with air. Pause. Release down when you're ready. We all have different capacities. So this may be one that you want to take off the mat into your daily life and work with this breath to see what it's like for you. I'd like to do it one more time together and really once more encourage the exhale this time through the pursed lips so that we're not leaving you at the end of this practice in a sympathetic state. It gives me heebie-jeebies as a yoga teacher to think about leaving you in a activated state. So I really encourage you to blow nice and slow through the pursed lips. Okay, last time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for bearing with this. And just close your eyes for a moment and notice any body sensations. It may not feel safe enough to stay with them, but if you could just notice a sensation like a tingling or a warmth or coolness. Thank you for exploring the sympathetic nervous system with me and its connection with the inhale breath. Please let me know if you have any questions. And if you're joining along but you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe so you can get the rest of the series. Thanks for being here. I hope this was helpful.